Equal employment opportunity. In this training video, we will be discussing about equal employment opportunity, and we will define discrimination and how discrimination plays into the workplace. We will further discuss the different federal laws, such as constitutional amendments, executive orders, and legislations to help create equal employment opportunities. And we will discuss the programs created to enforce these federal laws. So what is equal employment opportunity? Equal employment opportunity, which is also known as EEO, is defined as the condition where everyone has the equal chance to be employed regardless of race, color, sex, religion, age, national origin, or disability. Human and resource management have tried to achieve equal employment opportunity through enforcing that everyone will be treated fairly and will have the same chance to be employed. Discrimination. What is discrimination? It is defined as the unfair treatment of individuals based on characteristics such as race, gender, age, sexual orientation, religion, and disability. Discrimination in the workplace begins when individuals are treated unfairly based on their characteristics and not from their qualifications and ability to perform the job. This is typically illegal, which is why we try to create equal employment opportunity so these types of discrimination does not occur. To help create equal employment opportunity, the federal government has established federal laws through constitutional amendments, legislations, and executive orders. The first federal law we will be discussing about is constitutional amendments. There are two amendments to the U.S. Constitution that deals with human resource and EEO. The first, we have the 13th Amendment that abolished slavery in the U.S. This amendment helped with cases that dealt with discrimination. The second, we have the 14th Amendment, which states that any U.S. citizen will not be forbidden from life, liberty, or property without due process of law. U.S. citizens cannot be denied equal protection of laws. This amendment only applies to decisions by the government or private groups that are only government actions. The second federal law we will be discussing is executive orders. Executive orders are to help issue federal directives in the U.S. used by the president. There are two distinctive executive orders that will affect human resource management. The first is Executive Order 11246. It states that federal contractors and subcontractors cannot discriminate upon race, color, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, or national origin. The second is Executive Order 11478. It states that the federal government needs to use merit and fitness on their employment policies. The last federal law we will be discussing is legislation. Many individuals came out to voice for more equal rights, and as a response, Congress passed laws to help with equal opportunity. Title VII. There were more laws passed to help protect EEO in a broader aspect. One of the most well-known and important law is the Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. This law was established because of the civil rights movement in the 1960s and is enforced by EEOC. This act makes it illegal to discriminate against someone on the basis of race, color, religion, national origin, or sex, and it protects employees against retaliation for going forward with a claim regarding discrimination in the workplace. This law was established to protect employees from their employers, so they can have a voice to speak out when they feel threatened or intimidated. Title VII is to be enforced for companies who have 15 or more employees working 20 or more weeks in a year, and the companies are part of the interstate commerce. It also includes state and local governments, employment agencies, and labor organizations. The Civil Rights Act of 1991 amended the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This act added compensatory and punitive damages if there were a case that dealt with discrimination. Compensatory damages are money which is given to plaintiffs if the case was proven that discrimination was involved, which could include damages such as emotional pain or suffering. Punitive damages are to punish the violators or the employers by such as requiring the employer to pay a certain amount in order to prevent the employers from repeating the same or similar action. Here are more laws to fight for equal employment opportunity. Age Discrimination in Employment Act, also known as ADEA. This is an act that protects employees who are over the age of 40, so they cannot be discriminated based on their age. Pregnancy Discrimination Act of 1978. This is part of the Title VII law that states employers cannot treat a female applicant or employee differently because they are pregnant or anything related to childbirth or pregnancy. Americans with Disabilities Act, also known as ADA, of 1990, is an act that protects people with disabilities to prevent them from being discriminated upon at work. Equal Pay Act of 1963 is an act that enforces employers to equally pay men and women in a company that are doing equal work. They are equal when it comes to skill, effort, responsibility, and working conditions. However, men and women may be paid differently when dealing with other factors such as seniority or merit. There are programs to help enforce equal opportunity of employment. The first is Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. This is an agency of the Department of Justice, and it is used by the federal government to make it illegal to discriminate against a job applicant or an employee following the EEO laws. EEOC is where employees go to file a complaint if they feel they are discriminated upon, but must be filed within 180 days of the occurrence. From there, EEOC has a task of doing an investigation within 60 days following the complaint. Another program to help with equal employment opportunity is the Office of Federal Contract Compliance Program. This program is used by the federal government to help enforce the laws. They deal with enforcing executive orders to make sure employers who work with the federal government are following the laws and regulations to not discriminate. With these laws and regulations, we hope that these will enforce equal employment opportunity for everyone and to protect all employees from discrimination. And for more information about equal employment opportunity, you can visit the website www.eeoc.gov.